Well, we got a plane that I know I'm going to love. Let's see if you love it too. Well, today we got a plane that I've been looking forward to, the E-Flite Cherokee. She's a beautiful bird and looks gorgeous in the sky. I gotta thank my friend Jared for getting this plane for me. I am looking forward to putting lots of flights on this. So let's get her out of the box. And with like all the E-Flite packaging, they're really well packaged. So can I have you assist me on the other side? Because it's in there, pretty good. And that's one thing I absolutely love about the E-Flite packaging is you don't have to worry about these being in transit because they will get to you safely. Thanks, I appreciate it. So let's get this top off and see what's inside. The one we come to is the wing, the manual, the prop which is not on her, and we'll go ahead and start getting it out. We'll get a look at this beautiful wing with actual plastic hinges instead of just live foam, with nice hinges there. With a nice little light on the end, just like the timber. Got a good little manual, big old prop, a nice little reinforcement of packaging that'll help this in transit. We'll get that out later. And now for the fuselage. She is gorgeous. Oh man. So we'll get that plastic off here in a moment. And that's it on this side. Now we just gotta move to the back. And that is where we'll keep the other half. We got her wheels with pants included. Big nice carbon fiber spar. And the other half of this beautiful wing set. And that's it. Amazing packaging done by E-Flite. So let's get this out of the way and move on to what we got on the table. So let's get this fuse out because this is the star of the show. And ta-da! Okay, she is not one let go, but for now let's talk about it. So we'll have to get the prop on, but I prefer it that way, so if I do a spin out test to see which direction it's going, I have to take the prop off, I have to worry about that. This fuselage is actually held on by a nice little clip. The cockpit is held on by a nice little clip here. That doesn't want to come off right now. So we'll get that open in a little bit. But a nice feature of this plane is these wing caps easily plug into the side. So we don't have to worry about making the connections, just one in, 2 screws, and you're done. The crocodiling on it, it's not too bad with how the E-Flite foam is, but it's a very resilient foam. So you don't have to worry about it too much. And this elevator is awesome. As you can tell, it's one solid piece with a good spar through it. It's a little flimsy, but it actually does really well in flight. And the beautiful thing about the entire thing flexes on the back end, just like the real Cherokee. It's a nice little detail that E-Flite got. And as I mentioned earlier, we got actual plastic for the hinges on the aileron. The servos are hidden very well in the wing halves. And the paneling, we got the rivet detail, the paint's beautiful, the nice little decals. E-Flite has knocked it out of the park with this plane. It is just gorgeous. Now if we look closer, we see this control board, which is all the way through and glued in, and it's like a little zip tie. We're not going to have to worry about losing that in flight at all. And the glue that E-Flite uses is absolutely incredible, and I wish I could get my hands on it. And if we look at the nice little light detail, we have a nav light in the front and on the side just like timber. That'll be amazing during low light setting. And I love the little extra effort the company put in to add the lights. It's just, it takes the plane to the next level for me and something I enjoy a lot. And all the hardware we're going to need is in this bag. and she should be simple to put together. So let's go ahead and get this plane together. She should be pretty easy. So the build went pretty well, and we're going to try her out in the 4-cell configuration. Remember, safety second. Like always, more power, more better. This plane is going to be a lot of fun. So, for me, this plane would be an excellent trainer for anyone who wants to train on a 3-cell. So the background, my friends just give me crap about throttle cut. So remember, safety second. For me, this plane would be amazing as a trainer on 3-cells. I've seen that already with Jared and his. He's did an excellent job flying the plane, and it can grow with you. So that's the beautiful thing. You can try it on a 3-cell, do a lot of relaxing flight, and then go up to a 4-cell and have a lot of fun, do faster rolls, a little bit more aerobatics, get a little easier time into the knife edges and things like that, which is what I'm going to love about this plane. Once again, Jared, thank you. She's just beautiful. She is a gorgeous plane. However, we do have a few issues. So let's go into what this plane is just beautiful about. We have this big old lovely area in our cockpit. It's easy to get the battery in. I would put a little bit of anti-slip pad in there to make sure this battery doesn't slip if you're doing more aggressive flying. And on top of that, you can see big old carbon fiber spars going throughout the fuselage to really hold this plane together. That's a beautiful little detail with the spar coming across here with additional sparring in the wings. It's just awesome. This plane's going to last you a good time. And if you want to, you have a lot of area so you can put FPV equipment into your big old nice little cockpit area with your Vampire pilot. My guy's completely white. So, and then we'll move on to front of the nose. And it's actually a shock. That's awesome for getting started into flying where you're coming in a little rough. It'll absorb those impacts pretty well. And the nice thing about this is you just push her down and she's secure. You don't have to worry about pulling it back when you're pushing it down. And we got to get to the elephant in the room, the lights. The lights are absolutely beautiful, and these are gorgeous during the evening. You can see really well during that dusk time where it's a little bit harder to see the plane, but it's amazing to see these lights at that time. And then if we move on to these flaps, they got the same style as the timber, and they come down really well. They're going to help this plane slow down beautifully. Those plastic hinges are going to make sure the lifetime of this plane is going for a lot longer if they were just live hinges. And course, we need to get back to this elevator. This elevator is freaking amazing. It's just seeing the entire stab move like that is very unique. But we have a few issues with this plane. Like I said already, my friend Jared has this plane, and he's already, with this nose gear coming down a little harder, inside the rudder and nose gear are tied together in the same servo, and it's plastic gear. This is a missed opportunity by E-Flite. They should have put a metal gear in there. That would have been the responsible thing. If you ever break it, just replace it with the metal one. It will last a lot longer for you. For some reason during shipment, or QA when this plane was being built, I have a small little tear here and a dent in this wing side. It's not that big of a deal, but E-Flite, I expect a lot more from E-Flite, because usually, like, all the planes in the past have never had any blemishes on them, and it's just been always a wonderful experience. Bind and fly, get my Spektrum radio out in the park, fly, don't have to worry about a thing. It just feels like the quality has dropped between the last couple of planes we've seen from E-Flite. On the bottom of this wing, the gap on the sides and how this goes into the front, there's about a 1/16 of an inch of a gap, which is a 1/16 of an inch too much. This, on Jared's, this is a very nice tight fitment. It's just a little bit disappointing to see. Overall, this plane is just beautiful, from the lights to the overall details with even little rivets on it, to this big old nice shot, to be able to run with a 4-cell battery because she's equipped with the Power 15 and a 50 amp ESC. I don't have to worry about over amping this plane like the Warbirds. She's overall beautiful, and I look forward to flying her. Until next time, keep flying.
So as you can see, there's a fair degree of commitment that we at Angry Zeppelin have for you, our viewers.
It's so true. All of this comes out of our own pockets, so please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments down below what else you'd like to see here on Angry Zeppelin.
Until next time,
Keep flying!
The build went pretty well. It's time to check out what this bird has on a 4-cell, which is an optional configuration for her. For me, I want to see how she does with acrobatic flight. More power, more better! Let's get that prop back on.
I saw my light flash before my eyes.
it wasn't facing you when it came off. It was facing me.